commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And Bongino. Remember, it was Barack Obama who said, do not underestimate Joe's ability to smooth things up. It rhymes with clock. Bongino, 9 to noon on your radio and smart speaker. 560 KSFO.
The Armstrong and Getty Show.
Breaking news, Adam Schiff announced he's going to run for Di-Phi Senate seat in California. So, there you go. Major players running.
Got the smallest, thinnest neck I've ever seen.
That's one pencil-necked lion scumbag Adam Schiff. I wish him luck. With a factual error. I got my perverts mixed up. I said the name of Scott Wiener. He's so far left you can't see him. Assemblyman from San Francisco to Anthony Wiener. I was confused by two pervs named Wiener, which is a euphemism for a... And I apologize for my error.
Yeah, Jake wants to know what's
That was Anthony Wiener.
Yeah, that's Huma Abedin's old man who was texting high school girls versus Scott Wiener who wants men to be having sex on the streets of California.
Right, I apologize. I hate it when my outrage is interrupted by my incompetence. Damn it. A couple of stories here, apropos nothing, then back into the news of the day. Next segment, we've got some great stuff coming up. There's no way we can even fit all of it in the show. Anyway, Justin Bieber, at age 28, has sold his entire song catalog.
Justin Bieber's 28?
Yes. But he has pulled the Paul Simon, Neil Young move. And there's some discussion about why he might have done that. But he sold it for $200 million.
I don't think I'm going to recover from the fact that Justin Bieber's 28 until later today.
Wow.
God dang it, time goes by.
Yeah, I don't have much of a sense of Justin Bieber. He's out there to me as a non-pop fan. But
he was the teen heartthrob of pieces when they were young, and now he's almost 30.
There you go.
Oh my God.
There you go. So, moving along, dog names. Jack, the American Kennel Club is out with their top dog names of the year. Michael, we have that
He's a Wilkes-Barre Lancelot Terrier. He's a chocolate-crested Maltese Spanadoodle. He's a mix. He's like a little bit of toasted Angus sheep hair with a little bit of macadamia lap.
You people and your fancy named dog.
I love that. That's good. All right, so here are your top dog names. If your dog doesn't have one of these names, you're just uncool. And or if your dog has these names, you're obvious. Top names for bitches. Insist on using the proper name for female dogs. Jack cringed. I don't know why. Here are your top girl dog names. Here are your top girl dog names. Number 10, counting down to number 1, Ruby, Rosie, Maggie, Sadie. Gotta have an E at the end.
God, I know several people that have one of these.
Penny, Willow, sounds Daisy, and then Bella and Luna. Luna is the number 1 name for a dog.
I don't like the fact that Bella's like the number 1 kid name and dog name. You can't have the overlap there. That's not.
It's a little off-putting. You're right. Top 10 boy dog names. Number 10, counting down once again, Leo, then Rocky, Bear.
Yes, I've known a bear or two.
Lead singer of the band I was in 100 years ago had a dog named Bear. She is a sweetheart. I hope she's doing well. Number 7, Buddy. My neighbor and friend has a dog named Buddy. Tucker, what? Is in Carlson. Teddy, Charlie, Cooper. Another neighbor has a dog named Cooper. Sweet dog. Milo is number 2. And number 1, a classic, Max.
Max, been #1 male dog name for a long time.
Well, who did they chance something is a dog's name?
Rex.
Oh, Rex Chapman. Rex.
Armstrong and Getty. At Total Wine and More, save big on what you love this month with hundreds of deals. Get up to 35% off over 100 different wines and spirits, including Cabernet, sparkling wine, single barrel bourbon, and so much more. These savings are huge, and even better, they're on top of prices that are already the lowest in town. So visit Total Wine and More to find yours. Love what you find at the lowest price, only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly.
Kelly here. I can't afford to lose 30% of my 401k or IRA again. Assuming you can't either, call Oxford Gold. Securing your IRA or 401k with real gold and silver is a portfolio protection plan, and Oxford Gold has made it easy as 1, 2, 3. One app, one call, and you pick your precious metal. That's it. You now own precious metal. Call Oxford Gold today to learn more about the 1, 2, 3 protection plan. 833-404-GOLD, 833-40...
560 KSFO, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, a Cumulus media station.
Well, take a look at KSFO traffic.
We have stopped traffic in the Altamont Pass. Road, it's stalled big rig. Still stopped in the right lane. We're waiting for a tow truck. Right now, traffic is stopped to westbound 205. Westbound 205 is stopped back to North Tracy Boulevard. We also have slowing in Hayward 92 westbound between Marion Boulevard and the midspan of the San Mateo Bridge. We're seeing delays of about 45 minutes due to an earlier crash. That's traffic. I'm Katie Green.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Print committed to quality and printing perfect every time. Now at Staples, get $10 off your document printing and marketing materials order of $50 or more. Offer ends 2/25. See staples.com/store/printpick for details. Try Staples and see the difference.
S&G Carpet. S&G showrooms feature the area's largest selection of flooring, plus free take-home samples, free in-home consultations, and free estimates backed by their no-surprise guarantee. Go to sgcarpet.com for the nearest showroom or to have their mobile showroom come to you.
Balance of nature. Changing the world, one life at a time.
I'm a physician, and I still see patients every day. And, so I tell my patients about this. And they ask me, well, what are you taking? And so I tell them, taking Balance of Nature. And they go, oh, yeah, I've heard about that. So give them your telephone number, 246-8751, and I tell them, call this number, and I say, they'll take care of you after that. I'm primary care. I really think that it works well for people to have fruits, vegetables.
Start your journey to better health with Balance of Nature right now. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com for more information. Shipping is always free, and don't forget to get 35% off your first order as a preferred customer by using discount code
area. If you've ever thought about going solar, you must go solar right now. The benefits are up. Time is running out, but it's not too late. You can go solar right now with Semper Solaris with no money out of pocket and no payments until 2024. Imagine having no electric bill and no payment for all of next year. Keep your money in your pocket and go solar American style with Semper Solaris. Protect your family from skyrocketing electric bills. You must act today to lock in your savings. Call 415-354-2969. 354-2969. Semper Solaris is local and veteran-owned, so they'll get the job done with esprit de corps and honor. Tesla Powerwall and Enphase batteries are in stock. Grab the 30% solar federal tax credit, $500 downloadable coupon, $500 off for military and first responders, plus 0 down, 0% interest, and 0 payments until 2024. For all offers, call 415-354-2969 or visit sempersolaris.com. Expires 1/31/2023. CSLB number 978152.
This is for all you guys on Viagra. ED pills are no longer needed. The brutal side effects like 4-hour headaches, blurred vision, and that flesh feeling can all be put behind you with our treatment. Here at West Coast Men's Health, we have a better approach to ED. Acoustic wave therapy creates blood flow circulation by safely removing the plaque in your arteries and restoring function. Let me be clear, pills will never fix your problem. Our
equipment is the latest technology, and our medical staff is the best in the industry. And right now, free treatment just for coming in. That's right. You can try this treatment at no cost. If you suffer from ED or Peyronie's disease, give West Coast Men's Health a call today. It's not just about better.
With clinics in San Mateo and Sacramento, call 650-649-7944. 7944. Online at westcoastmenshealth.com.
Services offered through United Planners Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. All investing involves risk, and there is no guarantee that any strategy will be successful. Don't invest and forget. Powered by Proxy and United Planners are not affiliated.
Join us for this educational and entertaining time with Pat Fatucci as he discusses the importance of having a financial advisor on your team. Don't invest and forget. Powered by Proxy has created a new standard of fiduciary service through wealth management, financial planning, and business ownership services. Join one of our live seminars Thursday, February 2nd at Bon Vino in Walnut Creek to see how we can help achieve your financial goals. Find out more by visiting our website, don'tinvestandforget.com. Call 888-PLAN-WISE. Again, that's don'tinvestandforget.com or call 888-PLAN-WISE.
We're going to play how NBC News, the evening news, handled the story of evil blocking black history from being taught in schools. It's more or less the way it's portrayed by the mainstream media. It's the exact same story as the Don't Say Gay bill. It's the exact same phenomenon happening again. You remember that? Ron DeSantis didn't want sex education being taught to... That was turned into the Don't Say Gay bill by the media. They started calling that, then everybody referred to it like that was the name of the bill, and it was portrayed on Saturday Night Live and the Oscars and everywhere else. Allowed to teach about homosexuality or sex education of any kind in schools in general. And now they're doing the same thing with this. In fact, KJP yesterday, the White House press secretary, lashed out at Florida Governor Ron DeSantis over his incomprehensible decision to reject state approval for an advanced placement African American Studies course. This is what this ban, or block to be more specific, that DeSantis has put forward. If you think about the study of black Americans, that is what he wants to block. And again, these types of actions aren't new, especially from what we're seeing from Florida, sadly, said KJP yesterday from the White House press corps with, hardly any pushback from anybody. I don't know if it's because they don't understand the story or what.
Oh, please. That is blatantly, horrifically dishonest.
What is going on here? The DeSantis administration sent a memo to the College Board, that's the organization responsible for devising AP curricula, stating that their new pilot AP African American Studies course is, quote, inexcusable to Florida law and significantly lacks educational value. According to DeSantis' administration, the proposed curriculum falls afoul of the state's recently passed Stop Woke Act, which got a lot of attention, which bars schools and workplaces from promoting the status as either privileged or oppressed is determined by his or her race, color, national origin, or sex. That's this whole idea that if you're white, you're automatically a bad person and an oppressor. If you're a person of color, you're automatically oppressed, no matter what. The bill also bans schools and workplaces to protect any student or employee to training or instruction that a spouse promotes, advances, indicates, or compels such individuals to believe specified concepts of discrimination based on national origin. A draft of the curricula obtained by National Review promotes the notion that colorblindness is a form of overt racism. So, as we head into
we just had Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. As we head into Black History Month, in which MLK will be all over the place, he specifically said that he wanted to live in a world where you're judged by, the content. That is now considered a racist notion.
One of those paragraphs was saying is that you can't teach that discrimination is good and should happen. That we won't allow pro-racist discrimination in Florida.
So in other words,
even if you couch it as, critical theory.
So in other words, just to make this clear, DeSantis is objecting to that stuff, not the idea of teaching anything about black history in the school.
In fact, if I may, the extremely contentious Stop Woke Act actually requires teaching, quote, including the history of African peoples before the political complex that led to the development of slavery, the passage to America, the enslavement experience, the abolition, and the history and contributions of African Americans and the African diaspora to society. It doesn't prohibit or requires that. There's no racist.
AP said yesterday from the White House briefing room, she said, oh my God, a National Review. Too many pop-up ads. It's impossible to use your site. Wow. Let's not forget they didn't block AP European history. They didn't block our music history. They didn't block our art history. But the state chose to block a course that is meant for high-achieving high school students to learn about their history of arts and culture, and it's incomprehensible. Well, that's not what's happening. That is a complete mischaracterization of what they're objecting to. So now that you know that, this is a little long, but I think it's worth hearing. This is how NBC News handled the story on their evening newscast yesterday.
Black history is American history.
Protests and pushback in Florida with a new potential legal battle over race education.
I can't believe that this is 2023 and America is talking about sex education.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump announcing his plan to sue Republican Governor Ron DeSantis and the state after DeSantis blocked a pilot AP studies course in Florida.
No to censorship. Yes to community.
DeSantis says the state already teaches African American history and is opposed to specific lessons in the curriculum.
We believe in teaching kids facts and how to think, but we don't believe they should have an agenda imposed on them. When you try to use black history to shoehorn in queer theory, clearly that for political purposes.
What message do you feel this ban may have communicated to your students?
I think it communicates very clearly that African American history is not as important as other history.
Developed by the College Board schools nationwide, the organization says it does not require students to adopt a particular ideology, and after a feedback period, it will make appropriate revisions to the preliminary pilot course framework. These Florida high schoolers is personal.
What's your reaction to this AP African American Studies ban?
It's keeping violence, in my opinion, that it was targeted and I couldn't learn about my own history.
I think it just symbolizes blatant racism.
DeSantis has made education policy a key focus of his administration. Last year, controversially signing into law restrictive legislation on race and gender. In response to Crump's intent to sue, the Florida Department of Education said it was a publicity stunt and that they expect the removal of content on critical race theory, black queer studies, intersectionality, and other topics that violate our law.
The Department of Education tells us they will review the College Board's revised curriculum next month. Attorney Ben Crump says he will only file a lawsuit if DeSantis does not change his stance.
First of all, if Ben Crump is involved in any story, hold on to your watch. I mean, oh my God, that's the spokesman you're going to put out there to convince me that Ron DeSantis... So, you can give NBC credit for allowing Ron DeSantis to lay out his case without
very briefly.
But you've already portrayed him as evil over and over again, so having him say any words doesn't really... Beleaguered high school students saying, it's racist, this is what it is, and they're not letting me learn about my own history. All right.
Couple of points. We're talking about an AP class that has been used in one pilot program at school in Florida.
looked at the curriculum as others have, including the big